Hello everybody, Georgie Burns here. Today I'd like to show you how I made this card. The stamp set we're going to use is called Postcard Pals, and we're going to use this image. And also this sentiment, hope your day is filled with fun and lots of happy surprises. So to get started we will need some card, a white card base measuring 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8 and folded in half and burnished. We also need a piece of, I'm using mint macaron. In this one I used old olive. So this measures 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. You need a piece of designer series paper. This one come from Love What You Do pack. I'm using the multicolored dots, and this measures 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. You also need a piece of Whisper White measuring 2 1/2 by 4 1/2, and a piece of mint macaron measuring 2 5/8 by 4 5/8, and a piece of Whisper White for the inside measuring 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. So first of all we shall start our stamping. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink, and we'll ink up our image. And black on my fingers. And stamp this down the bottom. Let the ink soak into the card. Lovely. And then with the sentiment, I'm going to stamp that in the middle at the top and hope that it's straight. Oh yeah. Put that one side to dry a bit. Now with the inside bit, I never did it on the other one, I'm going to do it on this one, and a bit of scrap. What we're going to do is just stamp the top half of our image in the corner. So it's just poking out in the corner. And we'll leave that to dry. Close our ink up. And just clean my stamp. Nice and clean. Right, while we're waiting for them to dry, we shall stick these bits down. As we don't need to do anything for these. This is quite a quick card. And then stick this on the card base. There we are. Right, I might just pop that to one side. Now we're going to colour these images in. And for that you need your blends. And I've got a pile out here already. Right, to do the, I think it's a beaver. Yeah, to do the beaver we're going to use light Daffodil Delight just to do his nose bit. Just colour it in. And then with dark crumb cake we're going to colour the beaver in. I do like these little critters. I think they're cute. Right, and just cover his whole body. What you can see of it anyway. His feet. And for his little top, I'm going to use Highland Heather. Oh, I missed his arm. I'll get that in a minute. It's both his arms. Let's just do his arms, make sure I've picked up the right one. There we are. Right, for the pose spot, we're doing in Smoky Slate. And this is Smoky Slate Light. And then with the dark, if you go inside the mailbox, because it is dark inside, around the outside of the lid or door, and just where Stampin' Up says it needs some dark. And for the post, just using light crumb cake. And then for the flower, I've got dark pumpkin pie just for that little dot in the middle. But we're also going to use this for the flag, to say the postman's been. And then dark Daffodil Delight for the flower. And then lastly, dark Old Olive, just to give him some grass, and also ground him. We don't want him sticking in mid-air. And with the bullet end, just go over the grass bits that's sticking up. So there's the front image done. Now we just have to repeat that on the inside image. Won't take long to do this. Quite an easy card, this one. I think I've already said that. Not forgetting his arms this time. And that's his top, and that's just a little bit of his body there. And then colour his top in, what you can see of it. Also the post box. And go over that with the dark. Didn't even need to do it in the light. Could have just done it in the dark in the first place. And then the flag. And that should mirror the front of the card. Yes, that'll do fine. Now all we've got to do is stick these down. I thought I'd put that on the front then. Right, and stick this on its matching mat. and that will get put on there with dimensionals. Well, we can put this inside. In case you're wondering what that noise is, it's my air freshener. Right, need some dimensionals. Right, take backings off. And stick this in the middle of your card. Right, on this one I added 3 little heart pearls that are coloured with Old Olive, and I've got some more here which I've coloured in mint macaron. So you could use normal pearls if you don't have heart pearls. They're not the easiest of things to line up. Yeah, nice and straight. So there you have it, from the Postcard Pals. Quite a nice cute card, I think. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe and press the bell button and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. All I can say is thank you for visiting. Bye.